Thought I'd kind of show you what things look like with where I've cleared stuff off. So you can see I've moved the goat barn. It was over here, and I moved it over to here. And then this is starting to look at the area that I cleared. And Keith, I've used your brush grinder, and I've ground up a lot of this brush, probably about 1/3 of this pile. But you can see, like, all that brush I was showing you, it's all green now. And this is the clearing area. There's some of the sawdust from the grinding. And it looks actually pretty out here, I think. I mean, it's kind of messy, but you can see, like, there's a fence line and stuff. And like all this stuff here, when Ron can get his tractor back in here, we're gonna kind of dig this all up and put it in a pile and probably burn it. So this is kind of looking up this way, and that's where the road is. There's another pile of brush. And you can see we've got a big, huge stump here. And we're gonna probably carve this into like a kind of like a Chase Lounge shape. And then here's some of the wood from some of the trees that we've cut down. That's a stump from one of the trees. So we've chopped some of this up and pushed it out of the way so we could put this road in. That's another stump from one of the trees that we cut down. And then this is one of the trees here. And so is this. And this goes back, oh, probably 100 feet into the brush, but it's starting to get all covered over by brush already. And so I'll be using your chainsaw, Keith, to chop some of this up. And there's a section of, that's another tree we cut down. It's a section of it, and then comes over here, and it went across this road and back into there, but we've chopped it up. So this is the road that we cut in. And coming up. This is probably going to be kind of a jerky video. You can kind of see that back that way in our house. And then this is the easement road, and it goes over to our neighbors are over there. And then coming back this way, and this is our yard to both sides. That's a fence post, and that's roughly where our property line is up here. And then we've been cutting things back. We've did a lot of trimming on these trees here. And we've got some rhododendrons that we planted a couple years back. And they're starting to grow pretty good. And we got a bunch of These rhododendrons over here are all rhododendrons that we planted. And I'm just walking down the driveway back towards our house. So as you come, this used to be all just solid brush over in here, clear up to the fence. So now you see the clearing, and that black area is I spent a day burning stuff there. Well, that's sort of what it's looking like. And then along here is all stuff that Mary's planted over the years, and it's doing pretty well. And then we had planted these azaleas a couple years ago, and they're not flowering right now, but they were flowering earlier, and they're sort of taking hold, especially on this end. They're taking hold. And then over here we've done that. So this is our backyard, and it's a little rough, but I think we've got a lot of stuff that's starting to take hold, and I don't know how much. We actually have a fair amount of flowers that are coming up around here. We had a fairly good hedge last year, but the snow kind of killed it off. And you can kind of herb garden area that Mary has planted. And then we have a lot of this, it's a natural plant called a salal, and that's starting to take hold in a lot of places, which is really good. And then these are peonies, I think that's what they are, that Mary planted a couple years ago, and they've been doing well. And this is all natural growth in here, and I think it looks real pretty. And then over here we've got a bunch of it's called vinca that we planted about 2 years ago in kind of a lawn area, and got all these plants, I can't remember what they're called, little seeding area and stuff. And then over here, most of this is called hostas, and Mary planted these a couple years ago, and they're all doing quite well. So there you go. You just got a tour of our whole yard. Bye.